we should be live. So if anyone wants to do a mic check there.
I can hear you.
Testing.
Yep. Sounds like we're good.
Sweetie, sweet.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We'll start off some scheduled discussion. So we're off the next 2 weeks, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And coming back the 24th for another round of Rogue Trader.
Who's off next week?
Me. Most likely, because I will be traveling. And the week after that, I will be traveling back, and I'm not sure if I'll be back in time.
You can stream from
Right.
this.
Okay.
Like in what?
Minnesota has internet.
Yeah, but it doesn't have my setup, and I'm not taking my entire setup to get there. We're good. If I'm not taking my cat, we're good.
For the weeks after that, do we want to put like a TBD out there for either Cthulhu or wrapping up Rogue Trader, or just definitely do like that? We can start doing every other if we haven't finished up mine.
I'm good with whatever.
Are you ready for that, Paula?
Yeah. Yeah, I should be good to go.
Finished up.
Yeah, I
here.
have everything written for the current chapter that we're just starting, and well, depending on exactly where you guys go after that chapter, I have 1.5 chapters built.
Because we have, well, we're off the 31st too for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back the 24th. If we're still going with Rogue Trader, then it looks like the 7th and would be the next possible date.
Sounds right to me.
Is everybody good with the 7th?
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Sure, I am, I guess.
It's election day.
It is.
Oh, fun. Anybody a late night voter? We need to.
I mean, I normally vote after work, so.
I mean, I'll have to get my acceptance page a different time.
And Jen will be traveling that day, so I will definitely have to vote after work, but I should be able to make it back.
All right. Yep, I should be good that day too. All right, so we'll at least get another one out there on the calendar for the 7th. Any questions on your characters or level ups? Anything you want to call out? It's drastically different from the last time. Or drastically different.
We still have Drax, so.
I'm better at healing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up the Pro Sanguine, so once per day I can heal 1d5 damage.
Oh, that's cool.
Just yourself though, right? Not any
Yes.
of your party
No,
members.
no, it's just me.
Especially particularly the squishy ones that could use healing.
No, the guy who doesn't die can heal himself. That's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
That
so invested in this fact.
that makes sense. Which, speaking of healing, I kind of want to revisit that because I honestly am not a big fan of if you use at the end of the level, if you haven't healed yourself, I think it's perfectly fine to use your point if you haven't healed yourself, your fate point, especially if you only have 2, instead of limiting yourself because it's there to be used. If you haven't healed yourself already, then I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's gimping the character otherwise.
I just think it's skipping when Phil's like, okay, we wrap, and then you're like, alright, I'm gonna heal.
Have
That's
2.
the issue I have.
We have 2. Why not use it?
I know, but you gotta say it before Phil ends the session. That's the point. Timing.
I got yelled at for stating my opinion on that last time, so I'm not doing it.
Yeah, well, Paul's gun is pretty cheesy. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with that, especially when you have 2 and you haven't used anything or you haven't used it. And if you're keeping it because we keep going with the game, it makes sense to keep it. And it's like, okay, well, if we're wrapping it up, let's just kind of. It's only 1d5. It's not a lot.
Yeah, I feel like, especially if we're in fights, I think it's okay. Because if you're saving it, like you're not going to use it for taking another shot, and you want to save it for the end of the round for healing. But yeah, I think to Eric's point, just make sure we're not saying it right before. I mean, if you're going to save all of your fate points till the end, it's your choice.
Yeah.
I think I don't know though, like, I guess it goes either way.
So that's anyways my opinion on it, because I don't think it's cheesing it. Not more than what Paul's gun does. So, and so.
Look, Paul's gun is a microwave. Cheese tastes delicious in the microwave. It's fine.
It does.
But anyways, my opinion on it.
I don't know. Eric might have more cheese at this point than I do.
I'm just playing the class.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll jump
Oh,
into
that's
the
right.
game.
He shot 4 shots and killed 5 people. Or something like that, didn't he?
Right.
That scene from UHF where he throws a handful of bullets and everyone dies.
No, what Eric's character has, he's been like possessed, like in Princess Mononoke, when the whole demon thing around the arm makes his, like, the arrow for some reason way stronger and will behead somebody instead of just
Hey,
sticking
is that-
them.
Oh yeah, that was
Is that movie good? I've never watched it.
great.
So, and you have 2.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but yeah, that's how you kill 5 people with 4 bullets.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. We watched it the other day, and I was like, these things kind of freaked me out. And Woman next day airs a bunch of these little friggin' figurines as forest spirits and leaves them all over my bedroom. They were in with the Ultramarines, and that's sacrilege.
I told him this so they could watch over him while he sleeps, because he wouldn't see them for 2 weeks when he's packing and moving, and I'll collect them. And he was just like, he was
You know.
concerned that they were there for 2 weeks. All right.
I'm keeping an eye on my suitcase.
So yeah.
Okay, well, if there's no other upgrade
Oh.
things to call out,
Yep.
we'll go ahead and I'll kick off with the summary, and then I'll have everybody introduce their characters again.
So do you want to know everything we bought, or we just have
Yeah,
to call
do
it
you
out?
want to run through it real quick?
I mean,
like-
I
Last time.
just got True Grit, so it's harder for me to die.
So are you like, what's his, Jeff Bridges, like,
Yeah, crotchety old guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's,
it's like Dutch has a beard now and is even more crotchety.
Aren't all of us crouchy old men at this point?
he's gonna look at you with like a squint.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I got something else. Oh, rapid reload, so I can reload my guns faster.
They went into the talents. Pretty good there.
Yeah.
Ambidextrous, quick draw, cyborg eye, true grit. Pretty tough.
I'm all about shooting people.
And Tempest can fly planes now, is that what I hear?
Well, no, I was able to fly planes. I just upped my agility so I could fly them better. Maybe make some landings. The flying wasn't the issue. It was the landing that was the issue.
I'm gonna need more than a maybe.
Landing. That
Imagine
was
on the Valkyrie, every time she's like, alright, I'm going to take the helm, everybody like starts putting on their safety harnesses and seatbelts.
Every time she lands the ship, I go flying like Dark Helmet. You know? Nah! Alright, take 5. Smoke him if you got him.
Well, what does Larkin got, Paul? Is he dual wielding multi-meltas now?
Nope. No, I just picked up Pro Sanguine so I can heal myself.
That's right. In case you ever get hit by something.
I did though. I took like 8 damage.
True. Wait. Oh yeah, because that guy like crazy crit on you. What about Draxel? Did he get anything?
I did not. That requires being able to open the PDF, and I couldn't get the PDF open.
You have 450 remaining experience.
Yeah, you can pick up a couple things.
I'm good for now. Save my money.
All right.
I think the most expensive thing is 500.
Mm-hmm.
What do we need
Well-
to get to rank 3?
Well, rank 3 is up there a bit. I think.
I'm debating the pros and cons of a backpack full of Prometheus.
Yeah.
Do eat.
Oh, there it was. Ranks 3 starts at 10,000.
Okay.
All right. Well, we are in the 41st millennium, the far future with the rogue traders. So, the galaxy has a whole imperium full of billions of worlds of humans, but also aliens and demons that hide in the hyperspace called the warp. On the fringes of space, there are rogue traders who have a writ from the Emperor to travel to the unknown, to seek trade, claim worlds, and wealth. So this follows one such crew, led by Tempest Bergal. Her and her crew were approached by Captain Keel, who was one of the captains of a Imperial cruiser, who approached them to try and find the missing envoy in the planetary system Svard. The Imperium lost track of this envoy who was sent to find out why that system was no longer sending supplies. And Captain Keel thought this would be a good group because the Bergal dynasty had claimed that planetary system, which was news to Tempest. She had not known this, it was not in the records. So out of curiosity for what her family may have done, as well as to help the Imperium as requested, they headed to Svard. They've encountered a lot of the populace who seems to be acting according to some other will than their own, and they've traveled to various moons in search of restoring the stars, the fleet of the Svard system by trying to get the factory world running again, as well as the Prometheum refinery for fuel and parts for the fleet. And they also found a moon that had a tower where sculptors were working on creating a perfect sculpture of the Emperor, where they found some alien technology that seemed to be automating the statues. They left some crew there to package up some of the statues after they dispatched of the alien technology, and the statues became just inanimate again. But Draxel has some contacts out of system that might be interested in purchasing those statues. They also made it to Cog, which is the industrial moon, into the factory. Bit of a rough landing that left their craft completely destroyed, and but they met Magus Tevlos, who's the Adeptus Mechanicus representative of the factory, who had 100 survivors left in there. The factory was overrun by the Cult of the Whisperers, which is these people that seem to be possessed or acting out of some kind of control other than their own. They opened up the shielding to the factory to the corrosive atmosphere outside, killing most of the cult members to help clear a path to the hangars so they could take one of the spacecraft back out into or off the moon and get back to their ship, which hopefully is will be able to be found. They left it in the control of Captain Keel, running dark, trying to avoid being attacked by alien ships. So we find the crew again, having tried to gather some of the alien art technology that was now being manufactured at this factory. They got into a firefight with some of the with some people there and managed to hold their own and get one of the pieces of technology and finish making their way up to the hangar deck and have secured a ship. So that brings us to our crew. So yeah, if everyone can just kind of tell us, you know, what your character looks like. So, you know, appearance, including maybe a distinguishing clothing or item that you might see, and you know, something interesting about your character. So we'll start with Tempest.
Just yeah, your average day captain, I guess. Fair hair, she doesn't typically wear her hat unless for special meetings, just basically anything in special that would be special formal occasions, anything that would have to be a little bit more authoritative. Like nothing, no beauty marks or anything that anyone can notice or see. Yeah, pretty much, I guess, sums it up. Otherwise, just looks like a regular captain with a decorative shoulder, whatever.
All right.
So,
Epaulet.
sword at
Okay.
side, gun on thigh.
All right. Next, we go to Eric with Dutch.
So Dutch is the captain's bodyguard. He's a grizzled veteran with a cybernetic laser eye.
Eric. Paul Larkin.
Alright, so Larkin is a member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, wears the classic rust red robes with the symbol of the Omnissiah hung in a big medallion on his chest. Usually can't see his face so much because of all the augmetics that he has. Yep, that's Larkin.
Mm-hmm. And Brad. Draxel.
Drax is the most beloved spiritual heart of the crew. Really just the guy they want to give hugs to all the time. Unfortunately, he has the scent of burning hair and a flamethrower on him at all times. And the asbestos robes smell funny.
Liar.
Oh, they really smell terrible.
Maybe you should set them
So,
on fire
as-
like you do everything
Drax,
else.
Drax is an Imperial missionary sent to spread the word of the Emperor. They pitch on for flame weapons and bloviating.
It's Brad.
And hairless, and I'm getting closer now.
All right, so that brings us to the crew. So you're on board one of these transport ships. So this is a transport class ship, similar to the one that you hijacked up in space. You have just enough people with the Adeptus group that came with you to crew the ship. It is a ship capable of interplanetary travel, so you would be able to get to you know, the Sfard Prime moon with this. So it's bigger than the gunship that you took down here.
Okay.
So what are your orders for your crew?
Get the heck off this planet. Yeah, get off this planet, and I guess everyone sit tight, buckle in. It may be a bumpy ride.
Right.
Yeah, so gonna try to leave and try to make it so that we're going away from last known location of those ships that were out there, so that way we don't get gunned down.
Okay, so you're trying to get back into maybe a low orbit, but away from
Yeah.
the ships that were originally attacking you.
Yep.
So Eric Dutch hears those orders. What's he doing?
Yeah, he's just gonna fall in line, and Yes, Captain.
All right. Brad, what's Draxel up to?
I'm praying to God. She's behind the wheel, so I'm praying.
All right.
I'm praying, and you know what? I'm also going to buckle myself up like Bender when the professor flies, just bolting himself to the seats, 18 seatbelts, just...
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Finding
Crash in space?
finding the
Maybe.
most secure part of the spaceship and tightening myself down.
Guess
Yeah,
she
go-
can hit asteroids or something, right?
I
Emperor
flew
protects.
okay.
Emperor protects.
I flew okay. It was the landing.
Well, he ran over a space eagle.
All right. Give me a Scholastic Lore Imperial Creed roll for your prayers.
Okay.
And Paul, what's Larkin doing while he's rolling that?
Larkin is gonna find just an available jump seat to strap himself into, get ready for takeoff.
That's
All
not
right.
a good square. Say,
Yeah.
Dub thinks the heresy.
Drexel doesn't sound quite as confident in his prayers, maybe after a certain impact with a gun cutter ship and the ground.
The bulkheads, all the bulkheads.
What show was it that's like, buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride? What show, where's that? Where's that from? Was it Looney Tunes?
Sounds familiar, but also a little generic, so...
Yeah, it is generic, but like the whole, like, I'm thinking of the, like, a really nasally, like, it's gonna be a bumpy ride, real nasally. I can't think of
Not
it.
sure.
Oh,
Well,
Fasten
I'm
your
good for-
seatbelts is the old
the piloting
1950s movie that it came from.
yeah.
most likely.
It's gonna be hold on to your butts. I think that's gonna be the...
Put on your butt.
All right.
Although from this planet, we should do the Lawrence Fishburne. We're leaving. Fuck this shit. All right, it's GTFO.
Let's do.
Kick the space tires and light the non-oxygen having fires.
Give us that piloting roll, Ashley.
All right.
The suspense is killing us.
Do you want to unpause game or?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you want this to be blind or not?
No, I want everyone to see your...
Okay.
No,
See
your eyes
whatever
open.
fail I get. Spacecraft.
This is the problem. This
They're
is the
in the
problem.
ship. They can see it. Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
2 degrees of failure.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
All right.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
that,
so you-
upping that score does so much good.
So with your limited crew and the yeah, how many? Oh, okay. Actually,
I'm trying to think if
You're
yeah.
on your inexperienced crew, they haven't been in a spaceship. They've spent most of their lives, they haven't piloted spaceships. They've mostly spent times in the factory. So there's a few settings that may have been off for the fuel and the configuration of the wings and the trajectory, and while the trajectory might have been you're not quite sure. The thing's shaking violently as you come off the launch pad out of the hangar. You clip one of the doors, putting you into a bit of a spin as you're coming out. The corrosive elements just start wailing on the ship again, which already has some damage from being when the shields were opened to the factory. And so you're really fighting the stick on this one, trying to get into a climb at least. And so you manage to hold it together. The ship doesn't come apart, but you're not quite sure that it's going to make planetary re-entry again. And you've managed to find yourself flying right back into the spot where you came into the planet in. Right where you didn't want to go. So you break through the clouds though, and you're getting a proximity alarm for a ship. As soon as you break free of the atmosphere enough that your sensors can pick up.
Dang it. Alright, wait, only one ship?
The ship's just, you're coming out of the shaking of the breaking the gravity, getting out of the atmosphere, and then just all of a sudden, brnt, ship in proximity.
Can I see the ship?
It's not on the main view screen from what you can see right now. What are your...
Get
What
that
are you gonna
ship.
do?
Get the ship up. Get the whatever is on screen. How far back is technology? Can I even pull it up on the screen?
I don't think they have they have holograms. The view screen is just going to be glass that's looking out from the cockpit from whichever way you're facing. But there would be a holographic generator on the bridge that you could bring up an image of various things the computer could generate, like a map of the system, ships in proximity, various data points, whatever you want. So it sounds like you're asking for...
Yeah, I need to see what ship that is, and I'll pray to Drax's gods on that one that it's not the ship that I think it is, and hope it is the ship that I want it to be.
He's your god too, heretic. Somebody's hankering for a burning. Somebody's yearning for a burning. There we go.
Y'all on this ship with me? I think you're all on the anchor.
Captain Deathwish.
Yeah, so the crew's able to quickly bring up an image of the ship. The only people on the ship that recognize it are you all, who are don't need to roll any tests to recognize the Valkyrie.
Oh, thank goodness. That's what I was hoping it was, but I was afraid it wasn't. All
It's
right.
heading right for you. Guns pointed.
Alright, so hail the ship. I'm not gonna hail I'll have somebody else hail the ship. I need all I can do to focus on flying this thing.
The crew's able to open a channel to the ship. You hear Captain Keel's voice crackle on. This is the Valkyrie. Identify yourself.
This is Tempest and crew. The factory could not be saved. Taking survivors. Uninfected.
Is that really you?
If you're getting hailed by me, yes it is.
You sure you haven't been taken over by those things?
I haven't had any crazy dreams. We haven't been on the planet long enough. So far, we're all intact.
I want to hear a security assessment from Dutch.
Who's talking to me right now?
Captain Keel.
Don't you disrespect my captain. If she says who she says she is, we're on our way.
Alright, sounds like everything's in order over there. So, he sends over, kind of the routine instructions for docking the ships.
Oh,
I get enough bullshit from Draxel I don't need it from you. Side effects of Draxel may be.
I'm loving this GIF. Basically, summary of action here.
I tried.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Which GIF? Where'd you post it?
In the Rogue Trader.
There's so many things to be checked.
Yeah, I can't look at. Well, wait a minute. I think I can look at somewhere else.
Well, you should post it in Twitch, Brad.
I can't have more than one window open without killing everything.
That's true. You can't.
It's the annoying thing with Twitch, you can't do GIFs.
I know, right? Don't you mean GIFs?
GIFs.
Graphics interchange format?
Arathas. Alright, so, Captain Keel is able to, come alongside the ship, and, you're able to exit back onto the Valkyrie. Captain Keel meets you as you board with some of the bridge crew. So I'm glad to see you're all alive. Beginning to get a little worried.
I'm not gonna lie, so was I.
Reports of our death have been slightly exaggerated.
Once we saw the shielding on the industrial factory open up, thought you were all goners. Well, we thought you were goners after we saw what looked like a crash of some sort.
Oh. We're good.
Did
we overload the last ship on the way out, too?
You didn't let Draxel fly, did you?
Yeah.
Emperor, take the wheel. Take it from her hands.
Our landing was a bit abrupt.
Just a bit. I may need to take another level of agility. just maybe. Or roll with a fate point or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad to see you're all alive and made it back. Shortly after you went planetside, the alien ships took off.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what all you did there, but they seemed pretty eager to leave. We were able to spin the drives back up just in time to get a trajectory, but that's the best we could do.
Sounds good. Where was that projected that they were heading off?
Well, it's the strangest thing. It wasn't back towards any of the places we've already been. It seemed to be closer to the planet they were headed.
What planet?
Back to
The Svar?
Yeah, so as far as the gas planet, that's like venting its atmosphere right now. And then there is, here, let me actually change the map for you. Be back in the...
graphics.
Nope, that's not it. Way too far out. There we go, Svard. Activate Svard. So, yeah, Svard the planet is in the background. That's, I believe, Svard Prime is the planet.
Okay.
And then there's the main moon, where the population is. And that's where you first landed, where the Crystal Council is. Silence is the kind of asteroid-sized moon. I mean, moon is generous. And that's where the statues were. And now you are on Cog, currently.
And you said they went closer to the planet itself, so Savar Prime?
Yes.
I bet you that's where installation 23 is.
Alright, the Promethean refinery. Why would they be going there?
That's an excellent question, but that's exactly where we need to go to figure the rest of this out. And maybe
From
kill the
what
hive.
from what we were told, the installation 23 is where this event first started.
What do you mean first started? With the
That's where the first infected of the cult of the Whisperers were discovered.
oh,
They spread to the other installations from there.
they definitely headed. If they were heading there, they were going there fast.
And
I'm guessing-
installation 23 is continuously moving, so it's not always in the same spot. So that's probably where they're going.
Well, yeah, like that's So they moved it?
It
How do you know that?
moves. One of the Foresmen was saying that it moves. Unless I remember that. Did I remember that wrong, Phil?
Oh, yeah.
She's talking about orbiting, right? Things orbit around.
No, we were told that it was in a geosynchronous orbit within the gas cloud, but it had shifted away from its predicted location. Somebody deliberately moved it. Was it the Magos who told us that?
Yeah, it was the Magos.
Yeah. I
That
remember.
pussy.
Dutch only heard rage at that
I'm okay with that.
murder.
I'm okay with that.
You only heard the insults to the captain, and then nothing more.
Well, Andy noticed how afraid he was during the last fight, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Mangoes.
no respect for the Magos.
I call him Mango.
The Mango.
Our captain has the Emperor's blessed learning disabilities.
He didn't care to be respectful of me. I don't even remember his name.
Knowledge begets doubt. Our
He'll
captain
die
is
at some point if it wasn't for us, so I don't care. But yeah, Mango.
Well, so Captain Keel's like, I imagine they were heading back to let him know we were here.
I wonder if their hive mind has to be so close in proximity to the others to send that message, or can they be far enough away from each other to where they don't need to be close to each other to send messages?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't know if I should speculate. Draxel, what do you think of trying to understand the mind of the Xenos and the mutant?
There's a thick mind that understands the Xenos and the mutants. They are fit only be purged, not understood.
Yes, this is the doctrine I remember. We should go purge them. Although I would be remiss if I didn't ask. Was there any sign of the envoy on Cog?
Didn't see anything. Unfortunately, we couldn't go too far either. Almost everybody was mind controlled, save for the lot we got. They locked themselves away from the rest.
Well,
So unfortunately, could not see
we
the.
know from the council they went to one of these moons. So,
If they're still out there and they're still alive, they'll probably be on with the hive there at state. What at 23? Installation 23.
if your query goes to ground, leave no ground for your query.
Captain, we must recruit the Emperor's faithful from Svard and purge this facility.
We probably should go and get as many as possible.
No amount of casualties is unacceptable.
Well, it probably would be good to pick up the rest of our reinforcements, and the ship is a little beat up.
Yeah. Yeah, must do that quickly though. We don't want them to move the planet or move to 23.
Yeah, at this point, you all have been up 22 some hours. The last time you rested was when you left Silence to come to Cog. And, since then you've boarded a ship, taken it over, flown down and crashed after trying to find the factory for hours.
Been a busy day.
Yeah.
This
So you've had a long
provides glorious
day.
methamphetamines.
Yeah. Praise be to the Emperor. And it's just a hill that says the Emperor.
Got a beaker over my flamethrower. I got this.
Nice.
Plus, at this point, Draxel's looking like a partially roasted marshmallow. So.
Bones taped back in. No, I'm not one of the salamanders.
Right.
You really only have 9 wounds total?
Yes.
Oh no, total
That was
like
Huh?
that was increased from 8.
dang.
Oof. Alright.
I didn't know the scale when I rolled. 8 seems perfectly cromulent. I mean, I must get more eventually. Ah!
Why don't you spend your 400 on sound constitution?
I'm saving. I'm
You
saving.
did. You got it once, didn't you?
I got one. Got one of them.
Yeah, he could buy 2 more at rank 2.
Yes, but I also need a flamethrower backpack and the strength to carry it.
That's true. You do need the strength to carry it.
Well, you don't need the strength if you're dead.
That's
You-
true.
you
Right
just-
now, I have to spend literally half of my turns reloading. If I get a big tank of goop, I can just, kill Super Soaker.
Could be a glass cannon or glass Molotov. Wait, Molotov's already glass. It'll be a Molotov cocktail.
A glass Molotov cannon.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm just gonna stand very close to Dutch at all times. See where that's dripping out the back? Lick that. Keep your face right by that. If I blow up, he's going with me.
Well, you've gotten this briefing from Captain Keel kind of at the entryway of the ship, with kind of the senior bridge crew there, and probably Magos Tevla, who's like stayed behind. He's not like right in your group, but is shortly behind you on the boarding way. And so yeah, Ashley, what does Tempest want to do?
Well, after seeing what the state of this planet and knowing that it would have been much easier and much better if we had an army to come and clean everybody out, might want to take some time to go and grab what we can, who we can, and head to 23. But can't take too long because we don't want them to move 23 on us.
Captain, with all due respect to the machine lovers, I recommend we quarantine the newcomers immediately in case the
Oh,
hive might
yeah.
have their
Yeah. Keep them quarantined. Do we have any more space? We have the one that was quarantined, or did we leave them on the planet?
They're mostly
Oh,
machine.
yeah,
they just
that's-
didn't
yeah.
deposit.
So we
You
have the
brought up
one
the-
group that's quarantined. So yeah, so we'll
Yeah, you
tell
have the-
Mango that his group can stay quarantined just in case there's any other infected either on with him or with us. We'll keep them safe.
All right.
So at least until we get this hive mind
so-
situation taken care of.
Yeah, and Magos doesn't have any qualms with that. He's just he directs his crew to the places that he's told they can stay, or his men. Captain Keel turns the ship over to you as captain again. It's like she's no Imperial cruiser, but it's a good ship.
Yep, that she is. As I do what Cat Curtis kind of go down the arm of where I'm sitting. But yeah, all right. If we would go, what would be the time estimate if we go and grab whatever reinforcements we can before 23? How long would that take?
I mean, you know the coordinates of Svard, and even as choppy as things are, it's still only like an hour or two to get back to Svard. The moon with the main colony. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
To get whatever you need to get, you'd have to probably assess that when you're there. You have the personal defense force that they gave you, but that's all you know of from talking to the council at this point.
What about silence? If we go back and grab people from silence.
You have 4 men on silence that are packing up statues.
I have 4 men?
Or 10 men or something like
10
that.
men,
It's
then
like-
yeah, they're not anything. I guess the other question is there any reinforcements left?
Oh, you have 500. You were given 1,000 personal defense force from the Crystal Council. You took 500 of them with you, and you left 500 of them at Svard.
Okay, let's get the 500 at Savard, and then go to installation 23. That way we have a
Okay.
full 1,000. Because if
So are
they're
you? Go ahead.
taking their ships, that means they're reinforcing and yeah, they're reinforcing the station 23, so there'll be more. We'll probably
Okay.
have to deal with some ships too on the outer planets. Can Captain Keel bring his ship in or no?
He doesn't seem. At this point, he's like, I don't see a reason why I would need to bring in.
Okay.
He's like, I think your ship can handle it.
Alright.
Might I remind the good captain that there's no kill like overkill.
He's like,
Okay.
if we need to push the Exterminatus button, we'll push it.
Yeah, so let's grab the 500 on Savard. We'll take a rest from Savard and then head to 23 because we'll know that Savard is relatively safe.
How long do you want to rest on Svard?
Just long enough for us to lick our wounds, give whatever rest we need before having another battle force on our hands.
Okay.
Don't want to be too
so-
fatigued or have any disadvantages while being up.
So are you flying back, resting on your ship in orbit, and then picking up the 500, or are you going down to the planet, talking to anyone there, or staying on the planet surface, or I guess it's the moon surface?
I'll probably send. Not resting on the planet because I do know that there's infected on the planet. So if there's any rest, I would say rest in orbit,
Okay.
and collect the 500.
Okay. Are you repairing your ship at all?
If there's any damage, probably be a good idea.
All right. You know the repairs are probably going to take at least a day
Okay.
to affect some kind of repairs. You did take some hull. You took 6 damage to your hull from that little side swipe they did.
Yeah. So. if
So you're at 28 out of 35. I guess 7 damage you took.
Probably a good idea to fix that up so that way, because I don't know how many more ships they'll have. Because they still had the 2 fighters, because there was 2 fighters and 3 carriers when we took out a carrier, so they have 2 carriers and 2 fighters that we know for sure. Let me go back and my notes.
Yeah, I thought they had 2 warships still.
Yeah.
The ships that you saw.
Yeah, 3 working ships and 2 other ships which were warships. So that. Sixth session. If you keep in notes, it's the sixth session.
If Captain Keel lacks the devotion to fulfill his obligations, I say we take his ship. The Emperor's faithful will rally to us. And the DM will pay our guest.
And I suspect they probably have Captain Keel's missing ship.
Yeah, I mean, it's the ship that you saw was about. Oops. It was a little under 1 kilometer long, and your ship is 1.6 kilometers long, so it's smaller than your ship. The Hand of the Redemption is 5 kilometers long, so I don't think you scanned any of those ships, so you're not sure what components they have on them. You just know kind of the size of them. They did look like they were, a fighting style ship, though. Whereas like the other system ships are like transports for hauling materials from the industrial complex or the Prometheum refinery, or people, that kind of thing.
Okay, so yeah, let's just make sure everything's tip-top shape before we head over.
All right. Just check.
So we'll get the repairs done. We'll rest and orbit for the day. Grab the 500 and leave.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't check out the repair rules before this, but let me check those. So the oh goodness.
Romeo!
That was Romeo, by the way. He's sleeping because he's an angel.
She's not sleeping anymore.
Yeah, no one's sleeping. Dead's even awake.
Yeah, you probably know that. Yeah, you would know that for the repairs that you need to make to your ship, it will probably take 2 to 3 weeks or more.
Oh, 2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah.
No, we can't do that.
We can do that.
No, they'll probably move the ship within that time frame. We can't do that. Ship
Larkin
will
can
be-
find it.
What kind of repairs can be done within 24 hours?
None.
None? Okay. I was gonna say, like, just like bubble gum on the side there and just call it. And just hope that
It's
works
just-
like glue.
There's just some crew chief at the dock going,
Give me every can of soup you can get. We'll cut every soup can in half and weld it on there.
crew chief pulls you in. I'm not Scotty.
Okay, so you're gonna make your way to Svard, sleep on the ship overnight, pick up the other 500 crew, then head to the Promethean refinery. Does that sound right?
Yep. Yeah, I guess we should have taken all 1,000. We don't have. We can just go straight. We could have just gone straight there. Oh well. Maybe even pick up if they have any more. Is there any dead bodies we can take for maybe making some murder servitors?
They have them laying around.
It's a little late for that question. You just left the place where you murdered thousands of people.
Yep. I was thinking that as we were leaving too, unfortunately, and I'm just like, can't go back for them. We gotta get off the stinking planet.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, we always
lifting
can.
corpses.
Oh, that's true. We can. Because they left the ships there, so we can go down and collect everything.
That's true. You ready to make another piloting test?
Let's do
No,
it.
send
I'm
somebody.
sending somebody. We don't need to worry about that.
So wait, so what are you sending? You're sending people down to
Yeah,
the
on
moon
our
to
way
do what?
back to go to Station 23, let's collect a few bodies on the planet Cog to make some murder servitors. Wait, how long does it
Are
take
we-
to make some murder servitors?
I mean, I imagine you still have some. They don't just disappear. Like, I think you're okay.
Are we the baddies?
What question is that? Have you, like, I feel like any game I've ever played, the question somehow arrives. Are we really the good
Yes.
guys about halfway
What's
through?
what's the common factor there, Ashley? What's the common factor? Any game you've played.
Question is, do you have a scar or do you not have a scar?
Not on my face.
The deep cut.
Not on my face. That's an alternate universe. We have not done cross the multi-universe yet.
All right. Well, does any of the crew have any objections to flying to Svard, resting, picking up the personal defense forces, and heading back to Installation 23?
Nope.
None whatsoever.
Nope.
All right.
How long does it take to make some murder servitors, though?
You have plenty of murder servitors.
Okay,
you don't
I was just wondering because if we need to make more, there's a
No, you're fully stocked on murder servitors. That's,
okay. 'Cause
You're
we'll-
turning those things out.
Actually, we have murder servitors at home.
Okay,
I mean, if you want, we could roll
we're good.
some profit factor to see how many, poor people you could buy on Svard. Feed into-
We're good. We're good.
That seems delectably 40k.
Oliver Twistbot.
You're telling me there's a table for that, Phil?
Well, you have your profit factor. And
All right, let's
human life's
do
pretty
it.
cheap in the 40k universe. So.
Oh,
Good God.
You own the system. It wouldn't
that's
take
true, yeah.
much.
We'll just get a press gang, make a murder servitors.
Yeah, what's the because once we get the hive mind cleaned up, we could probably go to Cog, collect all the dead bodies there, get that up and running with whatever survivors that we still have left, and turn those into murder servitors and sell the extra.
Yeah.
Taking also, if Drax didn't burn them, any dead bodies we could find off the other planet too, actually. Silence. I like this idea, actually. Just have to make sure
Alright, well,
Drax
the-
didn't burn them.
The ship makes its way to Svard, and you're able to settle in for some rest while you're in orbit. I think you would also all be able to do if you need to heal, do
You're not
medication.
healing.
I need to
Hmm?
heal.
You guys get hit? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't heal often, and when I do
Here with
get hit,
the Medicaid test, it's like
so. But yeah, so what about the healing?
Yeah.
How does that work with the resting?
Just get
I'm down
good. You don't have to
I'm down
heal.
to 5 wounds, and I could really use some Na'awi.
all right. Some Medicaid test, right? Medicaid.
Do you have to be
test.
trained in Medicaid?
Yeah, I think it's
I am.
it's an advanced skill.
Okay.
Well, I don't have.
I'm just going to
Medicaid.
use my Pro Sanguine.
You can, Yeah, you can heal 1 damage if you're heavily or critically damaged.
What
Oh,
if
wait,
you're
no.
lightly damaged?
Oh, equal to your explorer's intelligence bonus. So, who is there anybody trained in Medicaid? Oh, so
Brad, the one that has 9 hit points. Total.
so you can roll a Medicaid test for yourself and for other people too if you want to.
All right, here's for me.
One for each. So
Oh, eat me.
So
Yeah.
oh no. Oh.
What?
Wait, you got fate points. Of course, you could just use the fate point to
Yeah.
get these 5 points.
Roll it for everybody else and see if they need to use fate points for healing.
yeah,
Well,
roll for me if you don't mind.
Just a minute. Son of a bitch.
I didn't see the roll. Where did?
He rolled a d5 for his health. I assume you spent a fate point.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
That's our healer, folks. You guys complain about my flying. What about the healer?
I rolled the cauterize.
Oh,
All right. All right, fine. Here's to roll the captain. Here's to heal the captain. Oh, look.
Hey,
44.
same failure.
But what about me?
You get nothing. This is for you.
Gets
And
worse.
the last,
Gets worse.
and the last one. There you go.
Who's the last
I
one that
healed
needs to be
Dutch.
healed?
I healed Dutch.
I don't think he's
Dutch
hurt.
didn't need to be healed.
Dutch is not hurt. I
Dutch
don't
is
need
not
any
hurt.
healing. Thank you, though.
That's why it was so easy.
That's
That's
that is true fate right there. We go into the final battle, half health. We can do it, guys.
You got this.
I'm pissed off. I'm hurt, and I'm running out of my kids' Halloween candy. I'll lose the good stuff.
Hey, I'll train Medicaid when I get some more experience. That way we have a real healer on the team.
I'm trained at it, you ass.
You can't roll. It's like my flying rolls. Ugh.
If I could train piloting, I would, but sadly it's not in my list.
There
What
you
is,
go. I rolled
what
another
trait does
one. So
Medicaid use?
It's intelligence. I think?
intelligence or willpower.
So the sheets don't automatically reset your
Intelligence.
fate?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. So everybody should put their fate back up to max.
One.
Yeah, I didn't use any.
Well,
last time.
except Brad, who spent 2 fate.
Yeah.
Already? You spent 2?
Well,
Careful,
I was only
Hall.
up to 6 health points after spinning one.
He's at full health now. Although if
He's
that
at
was
full health. 9, right?
Alright,
Yeah.
so does resting give you
He can
1 hit point? Is that it? All it gives you?
resting gives you none.
Resting gives you none.
I don't think. Wait, well, I think you have to.
No, I think if you do nothing, it gives you something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was like 1 hit point.
Healing 262. Well, alright. If you're lightly damaged, you remove 1 damage per day through natural healing.
oh,
A
okay.
lightning damaged character devotes an entire day to bed rest. He removes an amount of damage equal to his toughness bonus.
Okay.
A
So you get
heavily
one-
damaged character is a character is heavily damaged whenever they've taken more damage than twice your toughness bonus. A heavily damaged character removes 1 damage per week. Ooh,
Dang.
that sucks. And if you devote an entire week to rest, then you can remove an amount equal to your toughness bonus. Yeah. What's your toughness bonus, Brad? 3?
3.
So you were heavily wounded, right?
No, he. are. Wait, is it? He's taken
He's
damage.
taking more damage than twice his toughness.
No, he didn't take more damage than twice his toughness.
Okay.
What is all the N?
Four
What is
damage,
the N,
so-
S, and T
Hmm?
mean on my characteristics? Each of my characteristics has like a
You're
the
not
number.
trained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either you're not trained, or you're simply, or you're intermediate, or you're trained.
Yeah, so like, well, on your characteristics and under
Yes,
like
yes.
like weapon skill, you have like an N or 3.
Okay.
That means like you haven't paid anything to boost your weapon skill, and then the 3 is your weapon skill bonus if there's anything that refers to that. So like under your fellowship, you have T for trained because you've put experience points into training up your fellowship, and your bonus for fellowship is 6.
So I like you all. I just can't fix you.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to bump up your intelligence to bump up your Medicaid check, but I mean,
Yeah, if I get 50 more XP, I can
do
trade
you like
Medicaid.
any of these people?
I don't. Not this life.
Okay, so if
Yeah, Paul, you need Medicaid. You're like the best one with intelligence.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a high intelligence.
What's yours, Paul?
46?
56.
56. Oh, yeah, no, I was looking at the wrong tab. That was the pre-train. Yeah, it's 56.
Dang. Yeah.
Shit, you need to even go one more step. You can get it all the way to 66.
Yeah?
Execute intelligence 66.
So I assume I'd be considered lightly wounded since I have 9 out of 15.
What's your toughness bonus?
4.
Yeah, you're lightly wounded.
So you would heal 1 from sleeping,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
That's
Yes,
sort of
one per day.
alright. So
If you do nothing, you remove your toughness bonus.
Yeah. You'd
But
heal
we've
that.
done we've done stuff
yeah,
for the
we've
day
done
today.
stuff, so okay. So
Yeah, well, you must have got a really good intelligence roll, man, because you're only intermediately trained.
Yeah, I got 46 on the roll.
Nice.
Need it for all this tech use stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I needed
Well-
ballistic skill, but that was like my worst roll.
Right.
Or
Well, I
besides,
think I did. I think I
My
rolled
fellowship.
technically lower than that, but through the character creation, I was able to bump it to 46 through different bonuses and skill
right.
trees.
All right. Well, you wake up, Paul, from a good night's rest. Some of you feeling worse than others, but you're able to procure your other 500 personal defense forces. So you have 1,000 now on the ship. Captain Keel approaches Tempest, and he does offer to provide a signal to his ship if things really get out of hand down there. But and just voices his concern with like he really wants to find this envoy, and it's important to him and the Imperium that they're recovered. So
hopefully they're on 23 and hopefully they're not part of the hive.
yeah.
So
Oh, they're the hive mind, aren't they?
they're the not beta. They're what is it? Ground zero?
Patient zero.
Patient zero? The patient zero? Alright, but let's go to ground zero, aka 23.
All right. So all right. So you need to find this place. What are you doing?
Go to the last known coordinates that were granted from when the ships left the cog. Or whatever coordinates they assumed that they were going towards the planet.
Flight plan.
All right. So going to is anybody trained in navigation?
Navigators. Yep.
Wait, navigators or navigation? Because navigators is also like a language.
Oh, it is.
Navigation.
They're two different things.
Yeah. Navigators are people.
Okay.
You have forbidden lore on the people.
I am not.
Then no.
But I do know the Rogue Trader secret tongue, so I'm assuming our captain does too. In old private conversations.
You guys like making out with your secret tongues?
Oh my gosh.
I make out with the captain. I got a secret
Who
tongue.
fan, Paul? Just because she's a rogue trader means she's one of them? I think they all talk the same. What it is,
Yep.
yo.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because there's a skill group, an advanced skill group called Navigate for Surface, Stellar, and Warp.
Not something I have.
Nope, it doesn't even look like it's on my list. Speak language. Secret tongues.
I think it's a
No, probably the Seneschal and the Navigator have access to it, I would say.
So there's navigate, surface, stellar, and warp. There's like 3 different categories under navigate.
You have those?
I do not have any single one of those.
Then it doesn't really do us much good.
Nope.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Rogue trader can't
funny
have
because I don't
those.
have. I think the Navigator doesn't have that either.
The navigator has navigation stellar and navigation warp.
They come. Oh yeah, they're. Wait, did I not? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, there it is. All right, I'll just roll your.
So I assume we have a navigator on our ship, right?
Oh, I hope so. Otherwise, it'd be very,
All right.
very awkward.
Is there anything any of you want to do to assist the Navigator?
Did we get... We're back to the planet, right? Did we get back to Svard? Or... Yeah, we
You're on
started, right?
Spard. The main moon is Spard.
I would like to take a chance to try to replenish some provisions. Is that a thing? Can I do that? Really?
Well, the captain was repeatedly laying out the plan for what you were going to do at Spard. She was clear
Okay.
that she didn't want to go to the planet. So,
Fair enough, yeah.
do you want
Yeah,
to
but
talk
we
to
have
her into
provisions on our ship, right? Like, what do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you looking for? Maybe it's already on the
I mean,
ship.
I assume I can tank up my Promethium. I don't know if I have a supply of hallucinogen grenades hanging around.
Yes, you do.
I do? Okay, we're good.
You know, I can't train in any of the navigation stuff. It's not in any of my skills to train in it.
I can train in land nav eventually.
Yeah, no, you have an. I've rolled up a Navigator for you, and he does have it. I was looking.
But that
Okay.
just seems weird.
Nice.
Like, why can you have piloting but not navigation?
I was just because the way it's laid out in the module, it says make a navigation check, but it's not that way in the game module. It's stellar or warp. So I was looking for navigation, and
Yeah, I mean that makes
Ah.
sense, but I guess if you can pilot something, I would assume navigation should go along with that. Like, if you can train in piloting, you should be able to train in navigation.
well, I mean, there's
Not
like
necessarily.
pushing buttons to go somewhere, and then there's
Yeah.
figuring
Yeah,
out
'cause
where
you-
to go.
Yeah, because you might know how to drive a speedboat around the lake, but you might not know how to navigate by the stars
Okay,
to go somewhere.
I can
Yeah.
see that.
Don't just take a boat out into Lake Michigan.
My cousin did that. Literally, like I'm like, I hope they find us and not Chicago.
Is your cousin Maui?
No. But oh yeah, that was something.
All right. Well,
Hey,
But no,
Phil,
it's,
I'm grabbing a couple extra clips
okay.
while we're here.
You're
But to answer
prepping up.
your earlier question, Phil, I'll
Yeah,
probably
we
try and
Um,
operate the sensor suite to try to assist the navigator.
Okay. So
Can
luck with
I
the
scare the guy to assist him? Like, tell him he's gonna get beat up if he fucks up? Is that a thing? Can I
you can try, yeah.
yeah?
All right. And then
You better do good, you piece of shit!
Paul rolls
I will fuck you up!
and Dutch roll an intimidate. And Tempest, what are you doing? Help the navigator.
Let's see, what do I have in my skills here?
And you said tech use, Phil?
Yeah.
I'm like nose to nose with him, Phil, just spitting in his face as I'm shouting at him.
Oh, Oh, jeez. Jeez.
Nice.
I'm sorry,
Straight
Mr.
up.
Dutch. I'm working as hard as I can.
Do better, Rachel.
Nice. What's the difficulty on that? Is it 0 or is there plus or minus?
Just straight up.
So, can I use my skill in astronomy to help him with his navigation? Since he has to go by stars.
I think it's astromancy.
Oh,
Which-
sorry. Astromancy.
But-
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird word. But yes, you may.
Well, on her sheet, she has astrology.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what's important to her. She doesn't know anything about astromancy, but astrology, that's what it is.
Okay, so what is this astromancy thing then? This, what is this? Not stars or whatever. But...
It's because I'm gonna butcher it. But what's while I'm looking that up is what's Draxel doing?
Yeah, it's under Scholastic lore, actually.
Drexel's trying to figure out how much ammunition and grenades weighed again.
It's under lore. Like, do we have...
Scholastic lore. You have it trained.
Oh, for the grenade?
They're in the items.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm searching items. I put in grenade. There's just grenade launcher.
They're. Oh yeah, there's no grenade.
Lore?
Grenade.
Where can I find lore?
Weird.
If you go into your skills on the far right, scroll
Well, yeah, I'm in there.
all the way to the bottom. Then it'll be.
Yeah,
middle.
I see that, but it doesn't tell me what it is.
Oh.
That's what I'm asking. What is it then? If it's not,
Oh, you want the description?
yeah.
Yeah, it's in the book, Ashley.
Okay, 0.6. They weigh 0.6. Got it. I really want to say the grenades weighed half a pound each.
Yeah, I'll look it up for you, Brad. Give me a second.
This is right. Man, I have a lot of spare weight carry capacity. What? Why do I have this much carry capacity?
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize I don't have. I didn't put grenades
So,
in there.
I guess I'll get 10.
And check.
Sorry.
What kind of grenade?
Hallucinogen.
Half kg.
Right. Oh, I can.
Could-
I'm really got like 9
Alright,
pounds.
astromancy. Astromancy is the knowledge of stars, singularities, and the worlds around them, as well as theoretical understanding of how to use telescopes, astrolithic charts, and the like.
So it is
And read
stars.
palm.
And planets.
Okay, so can I use that?
And yes, you can.
All
Please
right.
roll it.
Which
Oh no.
I suck at. Like I'm
You
actually
have a
trained at
fate.
that.
You have a fate point. You could re-roll it. Just saying.
I think I'm gonna save that hit point for either HP or in case I have to land something. I only have 2.
And then what was Drexel doing? Oh, you're getting grenades. Did you want to do anything to help with the navigation, Brad?
Pray? I feel like I'm a one-trick pony as far as helping people with things.
Yeah, let's look at your.
Motor. Wait. It's I'll try it. A second.
Hey Phil, I got one more housekeeping thing before we move on. Do I have to do a profit factor test if I want to get red dot laser sights on my pistols? Their ubiquitous availability.
No. Well, yes, you would. I think. You're not
Okay.
going down to the planet though. That's the problem.
It's whoever's in the boat.
Yeah, the
If the
guys
captain
we
has a-
had on our team had them, so I would just steal them from their weapons.
Who had them?
When we did the mass combat, those guys had red dot lasers.
Did they?
Yeah.
What?
Say it confidently enough, he'll believe you.
Oh, they
No, they did. When you let us remember when we played like as the soldiers or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, silence. It was
Their
already up.
weapons had red dot lasers.
Oh, okay.
So I did think of something to do to help navigate when it comes back around.
Yeah, so for my navigation, I look at the stars and whatnot, and I think I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't, and I just kind of be like, and I walk away, I guess. It's just like, I don't know, guys. I'm too tired. You got this?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they're ubiquitous and you have them on the ship, sure, I'll let you'll do that. But and you got your grenades, right, Brad?
And how? I have 6 of them now.
Like, so maybe I'm just like, yeah, listen to Dutch. He knows the he knows what he's talking about the stars and whatnot. I don't know, but yeah. So, anyways, but I failed that. So.
I want to get a red dot laser too.
Hi, Romeo.
Yeah, go for it. Everybody has a red dot laser.
I don't need one, but I'll take it. Just mess with cats.
Maybe. I describe a
ubiquitous.
star constellation that looks like this. That's obviously not in our constellation.
Yeah, that one. That one she's holding is a rat.
Okay, so we got.
Why do you
In my aquarium.
Ah.
Red dot laser. That might be a better gun than what I have.
No, it's not a gun. You add it
Oh,
to your
you
weapon.
add it to the.
It's a mod. It's a mod. It gives you +10 to a test if you do single shot. But it only goes on pistols, basic las, solid projectile, bolt weapons, primitive, or plasma weapons.
So where do I put that in the?
Man.
So did you put that on your bolt gun, Paul?
Yeah.
Do you just put it on one of your weapons?
Well, so the navigator's getting ready to leave, and you guys can keep setting up your stuff, but so Larkin's tapping into the computer, able to successfully boost the signal, add some of the coordinates in that he got from Captain Keel's analysis of where they headed to. Feels like pretty confident that they got a good direction to start from there. And, Dutch is just screaming at this poor analyst guy who's just, hey man, yeah, get this, I got this right. And surprisingly,
You piece of shit!
Larkin, you're like
Push
looking
the
at
right button!
I think he's actually doing pretty good.
I want your characters to yell at each other. I want Dutch to yell at Sim.
Then Tempest comes in like Charlie Day with this. She's rolling this little board over that's got all these pins and lines in it, and is like, "All right, now stick with me here. Like we've got this trajectory here, and based on the mass of the planet, and I know I've been doing this calculation for a while now, but there's a singularity out there that is pulling on this planet. I've got the math, and Larkin, you start to kind of question your role, like where you're pointing to, and like, oh, maybe that's not quite right. Maybe if there is gravity pulling here, and even with the screaming coming over the top on this guy's kind of like, oh yeah, oh god, I gotta get this right, like,
Oh my god.
So
Your 4 degrees of failure fucked us, Ashley.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, because we only had 3 degrees of success.
So
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad a
navigator's like-
deal. Dang it.
the navigator's like looking at all of this input and is kind of like, all right. So he goes to plug in his assessment on where the ship should travel through.
Brad didn't roll? I thought Brad was gonna roll for something.
The first half that didn't come through it.
And
Oh, maybe I didn't. I wanted to encourage the crew. That's what I decided to do, which is encourage the crew.
oh, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't see anything. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh wow. 6 degrees of failure? Yeah, we're fucked.
Wait.
What was encouraged the crew, Eric or Brad? Sorry.
Huh?
Is that like a melody or?
No, I just. No one to say nice things. Everyone, and don't just yelling. I want to be nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a charm skill. We'll see. I mean, I already kind of have the roll out there, but we'll see if you're.
It won't-
Yeah, we're screwed. We have 10 degrees of failure.
Don't-
So
don't worry about
you-
that. Let's
you need
try
8 degrees of success. Can you get 8 degrees
I
of
don't
success?
I can get a lot.
I don't think you can get 8 degrees
I don't
of
think
success.
you can get 8 degrees either.
Roll it.
Oh, you'd only need 7.
No, we
6.
we have 10 ready
Whoa.
now. 10 failing.
Whoa.
Six.
Wow, he got
Yeah,
6!
I,
I use
I'm
that. That
gonna
was my
put it down.
imperial clout.
That's crazy.
Yes.
We're 1 shy. Right? 6 plus 3 is 9, and we have 10 fail. Oh, wow.
Can't we use a fate point to add a degree of success to something, Phil?
You would have had to hit
Oh, advanced. Okay.
30, 40. I mean,
Can you
that's
not offset?
pretty good soul. I mean,
I did the
the
best.
target
I
number would have been 62, so or 72. So
Oh, so we missed it by 4?
yeah.
Mhm.
So I still think that yeah, you make the jump, and you know, you hit all the turbulence. This takes a while, right? Like you're flying for a couple hours here. So you you come out of the jump, and you get the proximity alert right away. There is another ship within 10 void units of you, and yeah, that's the first alert that you get.
Brad, when you can roll
Remind
for
us-
charm,
Void
What's that?
unit.
your
It's
character
squares in space.
battle
Okay.
stuff sucks.
You know,
but
most of your like range for your weapons, all that's void units. So,
Okay.
I don't know if it equates to like kilometers, but
No, that's fine. I just didn't know if that's like, you know, from here to Mars
no,
away or.
rounds in space are like 30 minutes long, and I think on your like normal move, like if I look at the Valkyrie stats, where was that? Oh, it's under items. Valkyrie. So you have movement of 20. Wait, or speed of 8. So that's 8 void units. So in like a normal move, you could move 8 void units, and in a round, and a round is about 30 minutes. So it kind of gives you an idea of how far you're moving
Okay.
in space. Like your weapons have a range of 5 void units for your plasma batteries. So kind of a reminder on the space stuff. Yeah, so I've got the movement stuff and the space combat actions in the journal if you need to look at those at any point. There is the stats on the Valkyrie are under the items, so you should be able to get into that. So you have a speed of 8, maneuverability 20. So when you move the ship, there's going to be I think a piloting plus you get your pilot skill plus the maneuverability to make your like maneuver checks. And then detection is for doing, I think it's a scour or scrutiny check. So it's like scrutiny plus detection gives you your scanner checks, that kind of thing. turrets are for if somebody tries to board you or you're trying to board another ship. It gives you pluses or minuses. So if you're boarding a ship with turret rating, you get minuses to some of your checks for that. But if you're boarding another ship for the command check, I think you get bonuses for your turret rating. Void shields, you get 1. So every time a ship shoots at you, you're going to have one of those shots that's going to be negated by your void shield. So if they only hit you with 1 hit, you'll never take any damage from that. If they hit you with multiple hits, the first one will be negated, and then the next ones will be taken out on your hull integrity. And then the armor reduces damage, like your armor on your characters reduce damage when you take a hit. So like if you took a damage to your ship for 20, you have 18 armor, you'd subtract 18 from it, and you'd only take 2 hull integrity damage. The exception to this is lance weapons. Lance weapons ignore armor. So the big difference between batteries versus lance weapons is batteries you can do a whole bunch of shots, like take down, like multiple hits, take down void shields, bigger chance for critical hits. But lances are more like a focused 1-shot, 2-shot kind of thing, where you can punch through, like it's armor piercing essentially. So, quick rundown on just the general stuff for space combat.
Okay.
Not that you might be fighting, but you've come out of into a kind of a pocket of relief from the being buffeted by the storm. Mainly, it's you can see the refinery off in the distance, many void units out, like another few hours of travel there, and then actually I probably have that timing wrong. Anyway, yeah, you have a proximity warning of a ship within 10 void units of you.
Okay. The ship that we see. Can we get it on the scanner or up where we can see a display of it?
Yeah, so you can do a focused augury on it. So that would be oops. Okay, actions for ship. Okay, so the focused augury. It's a scrutiny plus detection test. You can scan a particular ship within range. Within extreme range of this vessel. A successful scan reveals a number of components aboard the enemy ship. So, if there's somebody on the crew who wants to make a scrutiny plus detection test, so your detection's 15.
Scrutiny's not a great stat for me. I got 17. Better.
Scrutiny.
Let me take a look. Scrutiny and what? Detection? Or
Scrutiny is what you're looking for. So,
Not a good
yeah.
one.
22 for me.
Really, I have the best scrutiny of the whole team.
Yep.
Yeah,
If
I'm
it's higher than
untrained.
22 or 24,
Who is 24?
Paul.
No, I have 17.
Oh, I thought you said 24. So, never mind. 17. Yep. So,
He's better at carousing than scrutinizing.
Better at seducing machines.
Alright, well, Dutch, you get a plus 15 from the detection.
I don't. Yeah, it's plus, right? Not minus.
Yeah, it's plus.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, you're unable to detect the details of any of the components, but you are able to detect that it is one of the ships that strafed you, and that was Overcog, one of the Xenos ships.
Captain, we should shoot it down now.
Shoot it down.
Hey Phil, where's space combat in the book? I'm trying to find it and I can't find it.
It's chapter 8. I think it starts
Okay.
on
see it.
212 is where the starship combat is. So, all right. So the captain of the ship needs to roll a d10 and add the ship detection bonus.
So I need to roll the what of the ship?
Roll a d10 and add 15 to it.
Okay, so let's just do this. So R slash D10?
Yeah, or /r space and then 1d10.
/R. 1d10 plus what?
15.
Let's see if that works. Oh, it does work. Cool. 25. If that's good or bad, I don't know.
All right.
35 is max, so it's only 10 off. Dang, I rolled pretty good on that.
Yeah, this is sadly where I can't use. This is the limits of my updates to the app, but yeah. So that's the initiative roll essentially. And so there.
No,
So you
25.
did
No, that's max.
scan
That
them,
is
so
max.
they know you did. What's that?
I rolled max.
Mhm.
Okay. I rolled a 10 on a 10.
Yep.
I can't
And
do math. Yeah.
So it's the ship captain rolls a d10 and adds their ship's detection to it. So
Yeah, that's bad, right? We're trying to stay hidden.
at least the ship has detected you, and they are. They are 10.
I can't roll low to save my life.
away.
In D&D, I can't roll high to save my life. Well, it could be switched.
All right, so it's going to do a. So he's 10 void units out, and he's facing you. So you're both facing each other. Going to move. Sorry, then we'll. This is why ship fighting is. We haven't done a lot of it, so we'll rest
No
it
worries.
here. So he's going to. It's interesting. It says standard move, but I don't see like a standard move in the book, like description, but. Default move. Okay. What is his movement? A movement and a shooting action. Okay. So he's going to move half speed. Um, I don't think I have to make a roll for that. Does not require any skill tests. Okay, so yeah, if you do a standard move, you can either move half speed or full speed. And at the end of the move, you can turn. So you're a frigate. You can turn 90 degrees. Or 45 degrees. So he's going to move straight at you, 5 void units. So he's 5 void units away, and he's going to take a shot at you. So start looking at the space combat actions, because you each, as a player, get to pick.
There's exactly one that I'm good at, and I'm going to do it.
And there are 2 barrages that you have on your ship, so you can either have one person shoot both of them, or you could split it up, so one character shoots one and another shoots the second one.
Okay.
Fire weapons, there it is. Okay. Take a shot.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Collapse the sidebar. So it's ballistic skill plus. It's always so complicated, these rules in this game. Alright, when firing a weapon, the character makes a ballistic test and adds the appropriate modifiers. Characters may direct the fire, blah blah blah. Okay, that's right. So just makes a ballistic test then. That's good to know. Activate augury.
And he misses. So his turn's done. Now to your turn. So each of you needs to pick an action that you want to do.
Would someone please pick their favorite weapon to fire, that I might bolster it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm good at ballistics, so I can fire the weapons.
Yeah. Do we have any damaged components right now, Phil? Because I know we were planning on getting repairs.
You have your hull integrity is at 28 of 35, but you don't have any
Oh.
damage components.
Okay.
And yeah, speaking of, I don't think you have any. You might have bonuses from any of your components. So you have like a command bridge. What does that do? All command tests made by the captain gain +5 ballistic skill, and all ballistic skill tests to fire ship or weapons gain +5.
What is that skill, or what is that one?
It's the command bridge, so it's under the components, under the Valkyrie and the items. Feet.
Yeah. Well, and we get another +5 from our complication.
Oh yeah, you have the. Yeah, because you won't. The ship is unwilling to back down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We will fight to the death.
You have -15 to any pilot tests to escape combat too, so
Yeah, we don't run away.
No.
it's impossible.
I mean, we weren't smart enough to do that in the first place.
We will ram and murder servitor you to death if we have to.
Like Washington and the Potomac, we will murder you. History joke right there.
So, what did the other ship do, Phil? It just did a regular move and a shot and a shot.
Straight at you, 5 void units, so it closed the distance by half, and it took a shot and missed.
Okay. So, and our battery can only shoot one time?
No, so the way it works is you have 2 batteries, so you get to roll to hit twice. You can choose with the batteries, you can choose to try to shoot them as one large shot. But I think that limits you to a single critical hit. Or you can split the shots. So,
But if you split the shots, it's harder to get through their armor, right?
yes, because you're going to add up all the damage, subtract the and so what it'll do. So let me look at your weapon. So you have a Rhyma pattern plasma battery. It has strength 4. So the strength 4 means you can only ever get 4 hits with one shot. You can't get more than 4 hits. You roll to hit, and obviously a hit gives you 1 hit, and then any degrees of success over that add additional hits up to 4.
Okay.
If you get 4 hits, you have crit at that point. So that's what the crit rating stands for.
Okay.
So that's where, like, if you shot these together as a single battery, and you got, you would roll to hit with both, but you would add it all together as a single attack. So all the hits would be added up. So you couldn't do more than 4, but you'd be guaranteed that. Or, God, actually, I have to. Really confusing.
Is this what you call a crunchy RPG?
Yeah. So this is an example it gives in the book. So they say the ship is closed in on enemy ship, preparing to fire. So the gunner directs the fire of the ship's macro battery and lance against this raider ship. They roll 48 on their ballistic skill's 48, and the ship is at close range, so they get a plus 10. So close range is half, I think, of your range, and then you can shoot up to twice the range, but you get a negative 10 if it's so if you shoot you can shoot between 5 and 10 void units, but you get a negative 10.
Okay.
So this person rolls and he gets a 29. So he successfully hit with 2 degrees of success, meaning a total of 3 hits. The Raiders' void shields absorb the first hit, and the other 2 strike home. So the gunner rolls 2d10 and gets a 16, beating the Raiders' armor value of 15 by 1. So the Raider then takes 1 point of hull integrity.
So for every hit on our battery, we'd roll a d4 or a d10,
Yes.
and then it'd be like, so if we hit out with all 4, you would, if they had 1 shield, it would subtract 1, so we'd roll 3d10 plus 4.
Yeah, so when firing a micro battery, a successful hit rolls 1 hit, plus an additional hit for each degree of success to a maximum of the strength. And then after the ship calculates the amount of hits it has scored, you apply their void shields. So if you hit 4 and they had a void shield, it's reduced down to 3 hits. Then you roll the damage once for each hit, and you add that all together. The final
so
total
ours
number-
would be 1d10 plus 4 3 times then.
Yeah.
Right?
And then the
Okay.
final total number is the amount of damage dealt to that target. So if you fire multiple batteries at a single target before that, you can before rolling to hit, you have the option to lump them together.
Okay.
If you choose to do this, however, you can only inflict a maximum of 1 critical hit.
Okay.
So the new larger total to the The firing has options.
Yeah, so if they have any shields, we can't get a crit without lumping them together.
Yeah, since it's one-on-one. Yeah. Well, and even then, like if you had two ships and you were attacking them, their void shields would regenerate between ship shots. So like your ship 1 takes a shot at somebody, their void shield negates a shot. By the time ship 2 takes a shot at them, their void shields are back up to deflect another single shot.
No, I know, but like our strength is 4 and our crit rating's 4. So if they have any shield, we can't get a crit without doing the battery. What does a crit do?
So the crit is you add the damage that rolls over. So the let's see.
Oh, they have to roll on the
They
critical hit
roll on
table?
the table. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we want to do that. Okay.
So that can damage components, go right to hull breach. So essentially you what is it? Following is a hit chart for the ships and should be used when the weapons are met the crit rating when a crippled ship. Some critical hits require an attacker to know about some of the critical hits require that you know what components are on their ship, which is why that scrutiny.
Okay. So somebody should do scanning this turn, right?
If you want to know what components they have, because there are some of them like if you get a critical hit with like if you roll a 1 on the critical hit table, it's like you get a lucky hit. The attacker selects one component that they know of.
Okay.
So there are some of them, usually the lower number ones, where you have to know a component. So if you want to target components with critical hits, you probably should have someone scanning.
Right. So if someone does a scan, I can do aid the machine spirit first and boost our detection rating.
And I can do put your backs into it to boost our
Yeah, and actually
boost our ballistic skill.
right.
Where are you finding
and
some of these? Because I'm
Go to the journal, Ashley,
I'm
and
in
then go into
combat.
space combat.
Oh, it's stuns.
Space combat actions.
Space
All right, Phil.
I did that.
Are we-
Space combat actions doesn't like I see the aid the spirit, but I'm not seeing the scan. Is what I was talking about.
Focused augury. It's about halfway down.
Focus augury is the scan.
Yep. Augury is a scan, yeah.
Do
just
we need to turn to shoot, or are they in our front arc?
Your weapons are dorsal, and so your dorsal weapons can shoot. They're mounted on the ship's spine, or on the upmost decks. They have a wide firing arc, so they can fire 4 port and starboard. So straight forward, left, and right. You just can't shoot behind you.
Okay.
And
So we don't need to
know-
move to shoot then, right?
Correct. You don't need to move to shoot. They are in range and right in front of you. I will say when they fired at you, so when you use components, then that's the other way you can find out what component ships have. When they use them, you know them. So they fired at you with some kind of micro battery. So you know they have a micro battery on their ship.
Okay.
And I think that's all they used. Yeah.
How about we just hang Larkin out the window and finish this?
There you go.
Well, I mean, all right. Here's my votes. I know, Paul, you want to boost somebody's scrutiny, but my votes would be Brad boosting shooting, Paul scanning, Ashley evasive maneuvers, me shooting. That would be my proposal.
That's entirely what I'm at for as far as what I want to boost.
That way, if they try to shoot us next turn, they're going to get a negative. Well, if Ashley is successful on a piloting test.
Oh, I retract my support for this plan.
That's what I was also thinking, but lucky for you guys, I still have 2 fate points, so I can use a fate point to boost my roll. Is that correct?
Does boosting the ship's maneuverability, would that help Ashley in her check?
Well, she has to do a pilot plus maneuverability, yes, so that would help her.
Because I could aid the machine spirit and give a bonus to her for maneuverability instead of detection. Because I'll only have about a 30% chance of success if I scan.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna get a crit. All right, we'll do the batteries if that's the only thing we know then.
Is there anything that will take moral damage or anything that will affect us morally?
Yeah, if you take hull integrity damage, that reduces
Oh,
your
morale.
crew number
Morale.
and your crew morale by 1.
So
for
I
each
can
damage.
do hold fast. And we can ram.
Please, well, you know, you're good at it.
Do there was something specifically designed for ramming. I don't know if we took it though.
The prow, the armored prow, I don't believe we did.
Probably not.
You know, the old Imperial snowplow.
I mean, I'm still okay with the evasive
Wow.
maneuvers. If I can use a fate point to help boost my score or boost it, then I will do so.
You're gonna get +5 from Paul.
Okay.
Well, at least +5.
At least +5.
Hey, Phil, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
And put your backs into it. I get the, you know, +5 ballistic skill, blah, blah, blah. Then there's +1 additional action per 3 degrees of success. Additional action? Like, what?
Yes,
Like
we can
get-
do more stuff.
Oh, neat.
Wait, so he may aid an additional ballistic skill test. So you can aid another ballistic skill, emergency repairs, actions, or firefighting attempt for every
And the
3
last part is-
success. So
Oh, so I can. So okay, so if I get
you don't get
3
another
degrees
action.
of success, I can do 10% ballistic skill, or just do another. Do we get another action, or how does that? The verbiage is confusing to me.
You get to aid an additional action. So
Ah, okay.
you don't get to aid the same action twice.
Oh, so I can't do 10% ballistic skill, or what?
No, it's because it says you can aid an additional test.
Well, it says it says I can aid initial test. Okay.
Yeah.
The description. I'm looking at the description in Forge. It's a little different.
Oh, maybe they interpret it different. Let me see. What was it? The put your backs into it.
Uh-huh. I take it you're reading the
Yeah,
rule book.
that's. I think they're just abbreviating it, Brad, so that you don't have to type the whole thing out.
Yeah, it's a little
Well, we don't
confusing.
type it out anyway. They gotta type it out. Lazy bastards. Anyway.
All right, let's do it.
Alright.
Who's up first?
I'll assist Ashley, I guess, with my
What action are you taking?
aid the machine spirit.
The machine spirit. All right. So you don't have, you don't roll anything with that. You just
No, I do. It's if you go to Rogue
Okay.
Trader, there's a lot more to
Tech
it.
use
than Rogue.
test. Gotcha.
But yeah, I make a challenging tech use test of 0.
What did
on
he
a
do now?
success.
He just touched a box.
I get to add +5 to the ship's maneuverability or detection for the remainder of the turn, and for every 2 additional degrees of success, I add an extra +5.
Oh, this box
Okay.
here?
Okay.
So I'm gonna do maneuvering, and I have the
They knocked over the brew.
combi tool and the mind impulse unit, so I should get +20 to it.
Eat.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Here, with my cat.
Wait a second.
Oh. I was saying I have the mind impulse unit and the combi tool, so I should get +20 to the roll.
Okay. Roll it up.
Oof, we can use a fate point for that.
Oh man.
Dang.
There you go.
There we go. Still
Wow.
not a great roll, but
Yeah.
passed.
Barely.
I was hoping to get at least +10 on that.
Mediocre.
Yeah. Oh,
All right. So Ashley, make a piloting
Piloting.
test.
So what,
Minus 10, but plus 20.
What is she?
So-
What action is she taking?
It's the evasive maneuvers.
Evasive maneuvers. Okay.
Oh, minus 10 plus 25. So total of plus 15.
So spacecraft plus 15. Oops. I guess I can use a fate point instead of. I could use it to reroll instead of adding to it, I guess.
So what do you do? She's doing the minus 10 plus 20,
25.
25.
25. Okay.
'Cause
so
of Paul's
plus 15.
success.
Okay, you're right.
Alright.
Yep.
Ooh.
Nice. All right.
Actually rolled decently with the spacecraft for a change? Or was it the plus 15 that made it work?
So you all get. So you and the enemy now have a minus 10
In maneuver? Or minus 10 in.
in shooting.
Oh.
No, minus 40.
What?
It's minus 10 per success.
Where did you see that?
Where do you see that?
In
Minus 10 DOS. What's DOS stand for?
in Forge,
Success.
degrees of success.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Minus. That doesn't make any sense to me. What's it? It's minus 10%. Minus 10% times.
Degrees of success.
For evasive maneuvers. Yeah, in the book it says this is difficulty minus 10 pilot spacecraft plus maneuverability success. Oh, there it is. Every subsequent degree of success. So yeah, negative 40.
Negative 40 for
Oh.
the enemy?
It also applies to you. The starship suffers the same penalty
know.
for its own shooting during this turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I believe in myself.
Okay.
He has the
All
heart
right.
of the card.
So evasive maneuvers are on.
Evasive maneuvers are on. Brad, put your backs into it, buddy.
You better believe it. Let's blow those backs out. 3 degrees of success.
Alright, so how does this work with the batteries?
Oh.
Do I have to make 2 rolls, or if I'm doing it together, do I get 1 roll? How does that work?
You get two rolls.
You can shoot them both and get 5% to both since I got a degree of success on it.
Because he has
Yeah, but
3
I
degrees
wanna
of
get a
success,
crit.
he gets plus 1 additional action per 3 degrees.
No.
Isn't that or no?
Alright. Phil, explain to me the batteries. I want to use both together so I can get a crit. Do I get...
You would roll to hit with both. You just
Okay.
have to declare that you're doing them together before you roll it.
Okay, so I'm going to do them together. They each are going to get plus 5. We're going to get another plus 10 from the ship. So that's plus 15 minus 40. So we're at a minus 25.
And what did Brad do again? It was
Put your backs into it.
back.
Put your
Move
back into it.
And doesn't that
That affects both shots.
does that give you
Normally
enough?
be one,
on the
normally be
40?
one shot.
No, I'm getting plus... Each shot will get plus 15 minus 40. So minus 25.
Oh right, because it's okay. Got it. Yeah, Brad probably should have done that test first. Because then,
That adds to mine? Or
yeah, because you can add it to the other tests, right?
ballistic skills?
He could- 'cause he got
or
3 degrees
emergency
of
repairs, or firefighting.
Yeah,
skills.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it wouldn't affect in
He,
mine.
well, he can add it to both shots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
because I got a degree of success.
Yeah, he can add it to both shots. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. Fair.
All right. So I didn't expect Ashley to do so well on her maneuverability. I only thought she would get 2 degrees of success, which I was banking on offsetting 2 degrees of success. So this is going to be a little harder than I wanted, but we'll still do it.
The ship really.
Yeah, the ship. She's like, we're not gonna... It's like Star Destroyers, going like this, vertical against each
Yeah.
other.
When I can fly,
Let's
I
just-
can fly!
She just turned lazily to the left. She knows some maneuvers.
Listening lazily
All
to
right,
that.
here we go. First roll. I'm doing both together.
Okay.
First roll. Minus 25. Oh, that hurts. Ah! Second roll.
Oh gosh.
Ooh. Both fails.
Unfortunate.
All right.
Unfortunate.
Both ships seem startled as the Valkyrie drops into space next to the Xeno ship. They both take the initial shots at each other while the Valkyrie seems to be moving violently in random directions. Alright. So the enemy ship is going to...
We just kind of Tasmanian deviled our way in here, didn't we?
A little bit.
Did we just pull a Jenkins?
See, that is... So he's going to take a shot. Okay, that's good. Yeah, okay.
What's Dutch's ballistic skill?
Not as good as it could be.
Minus 40?
Minus 40.
Oof. Oh yeah.
Here you go, Romeo. Here's a chair.
Alright, he misses, and... he misses, speeds by you, ends up about 5 void units behind you, and banks 90 degrees. Your turn.
Ashley, you have to turn the ship now.
Alright.
Turn
So
around.
where's this turning thing?
Adjust bearing. You might want to do adjust bearing and speed, because you said he's 5 units behind us?
Yep,
Mhm.
directly behind you, turning to the right, his right. So, your left.
So piloting plus maneuverability.
So were we going the other way? So, like, is momentum like a thing? Like, you just
You're-
automatically move forward? Because
Yeah, you
why
have
would you have to adjust your speed?
Because the standard move is your movement forward. Like, your inertia is like...
Okay.
You don't... If your move... You have to, like, stop yourself if you're...
So if we do nothing, we're going to move 8 spaces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
should
we're moving this way, and they're moving behind us now.
So should I do adjust speed or adjust bearing?
It's up to you.
Oh wait, I can do both. Adjust speed and bearing.
Yes. I mean, we need to turn around, because... At minimum, we have to turn around, because we can't shoot.
Yeah. Well, 90 degrees would be okay, because the dorsal weapon has like a 180 degree arc, doesn't it? Or even a little bit more. Its sides and front.
Yeah. We either have to turn all the way around or turn 90 degrees.
I'm just... That's negative 20 to piloting. Oh gosh. Adjust bearing would do the turn, but our speed would still be the same.
Sure.
Let's do adjust bearing, because I don't know if I want to take the negative 20 piloting without any bonuses. So let's do the adjust bearing so we can turn around.
Will maneuver help you at all with that, or no?
There's maneuver.
So you have so yeah, your default move is to move half forward or full move forward. You can do an advanced maneuver test. So you have like adjust bearing where you're trying to turn early, because normally it's like you move and can make up to a 90-degree turn at the end. So adjust bearing lets you turn at a different point in the move. Adjust speed lets you move faster or slower. Adjust speed and bearing lets you do both. And then there's also come to a new heading, which this is used to make radical course changes. You make a -10 pilot spacecraft plus maneuverability test. Success means the ship may turn when it has moved half its speed value, then turn again when it has moved its full speed value. The ship suffers -20 to any ballistic skill test to fire its weapons during this turn. So you can make a hard turn around, but you'll get another -20
In ballistics.
in ballistics.
Is that something that we want to risk or no?
No, we
I
could
don't-
do an adjust bearing, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
That just says you turn earlier than normal, so we could turn around and then go 8 degree and then go whatever our normal move is. Why couldn't we do that, Phil? Because adjust bearing says turn earlier than normal. So instead of moving and turning at the end of our turn, we want to turn at the beginning of our turn.
Yeah, so if you do adjust bearing, you decide if you're moving half or full speed, and then you make the check, and on a success, you may move one. You can turn one before the end. So if you decide to move half, so you're going to move 4 units, right? And you get 1 success, you can turn, you move 3, turn, and then move 1 more. If you get 2 degrees of success, you can move 2, then turn, then move 2. So a success guarantees you can turn a little bit earlier. Many successes means you can turn a lot earlier.
So, okay.
Come to a new heading guarantees you're going to make that turn at the half speed value. And then you can turn again at the end of the full move, but you'd suffer that. So
I think first off, I'm gonna aid the machine spirit to get bonus to maneuverability for Ashley's roll, whatever she chooses.
Okay. That'll be good.
I'm gonna spend another fate. I'm rolling terribly. There,
Hey, Phil, do you have the
Uh,
ability to draw?
so that's gonna be plus 10 for maneuverability.
draw, like a card.
Like draw the rusty owl?
No, like draw the like. I know you don't want to do maps, but can you at least put like 2 tokens in relation? You know what I mean? Or draw on the screen, right? Because it's going to get confusing as you keep moving every turn, and we keep moving every turn. Like,
I mean, I know where you're at, so I don't.
Well,
I guess with the time we have left, I don't want to do it tonight, so maybe I could do it for next time.
okay.
Okay.
yeah, but there's no like Forge doesn't have drawing tools for the DM to just draw on the
does.
damn screen.
Well, at least in the D&D module it does. I can't guarantee.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
mean,
I'm asking for. No, because when we move 2 turns from now, we're going to be in way different relation to where the ship is. I understand the ship's behind us 5 right now.
okay.
And we have a speed of 20, I think. Is that it? Not quite.
No, we have a speed of 8.
8. Okay. So, I guess would it be better to adjust bearing, like go like whatever it is, and then turn around depending on the degree of success, or what? Is it
They're
the
basically
come about to a new heading would be better with getting the negative 20 ballistic?
the best I can do.
Thank you. What are you doing this turn, Brad?
We're not firing. I can't really do all that much. There's really not a lot I can do. Because I don't think put your backs to it can as much of. Put your backs is one of the few things I can actually do.
Can you deceive or blather? How's your deceive and blather score?
I'll give a shot at blather.
Because let's see, there's disinformation,
Misinformation.
which will give you 1d5
Mhm.
DOS
Yeah, I'll
for
give it a
combat.
shot. I don't think I trained blather, but I might. I did not.
You have deceive?
I'll give deceive a shot. It's a 1 in 5 shot. But we'll give it a shot.
Unless there's
For
something else.
disinformation. Does my Imperial clout have anything to do with this? Probably not. It's not in prison.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have mattered.
I want to change the color on these.
I mean, I'm okay if you just use tokens and you like make Brad the enemy and us one of the tokens, and then we just know which way we're facing and roughly how far away we are.
Well, Drax gotta be the end.
Well, I'd have to make the grid. I don't have the grid set up. Like,
Oh.
I don't know what the units are. Like, that's why, like, if you
Yeah,
want to
but
do
we
it,
can't just. Oh no, we can't. The token. Oh, it collides with the wall. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next time, something maybe, but this time looks like it's all. I mean, do you want to do the come about to new heading? I'm okay with it, but it's just negative 20 to ballistics, and I'm not the one firing ballistics, so.
We weren't. Okay.
Wait, so what did Brad do?
I tried to use disinformation to boost the morale.
Oh. Wait, you tried to lie to the crew?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Everything's fine.
The Emperor's gonna take care of you. Really.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm just gonna come about to a new heading. We'll just do that, so that way we change direction. Yeah, and then we can turn again, so that way it doesn't get too far out of range.
There we go. That's the one.
So, alright, so what I do for come about, it's negative 10 on mine. What was the bonus that I got from Paul?
Plus 10, and the ship has 20 maneuverability, so plus 30.
Which
So-
action are you doing?
The come
Come
about
to
to a new heading.
So it's going to be a total of plus 20
Okay.
for your pilot test.
3 degrees of success.
Alright, so, wait, which action did you do?
Come about to a new heading. So, let's see.
Oh.
Turn
Okay.
when we move about half speed. Turn again at the end of the move.
Yeah, so you move 4,
Mhm.
and then make a 90-degree turn, and then you can move another 4. So do you want to turn left or right?
Whatever gets us closer to this ship.
If you want to stay with them, so they're behind you going to your left.
So we'll stay with them.
Okay, so you're gonna go move 4, turn left, and then go another 4, and then you can turn left or right again. If you turn left, you'd be facing towards the direction they are.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Where do you see all that, Ashley? What page are you on?
I'm just looking at the combat that's in the thing. So, combat to a new heading.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's
Because
on
I'm
page
trying to look in the
214.
book.
214.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see it now. I don't know why they don't have it by the fucking table. It's so stupid.
Yeah. It took me
The
a while
table's
to
on
find it.
page 217. Like
Yeah.
the other maneuvers aren't too. So I'm like trying to like find them, and I'm like, what the
Oh.
fuck?
Yep.
That's also why I asked where you found some of your guys' stuff, because it's not on what I'm looking at sometimes.
Okay.
So yeah.
And I
So
do.
how far away are we now, Paul or Phil? Sorry, Phil.
So you're about 8 void units away. It's kind of hard to. This is diagonals, but they
Okay.
Let me try and change the color. It won't let me like. Oh, there we go. Okay. Figured. Like, so like they're flying. Oh my god, I hate this drawing tool. All right, so they're facing that way, and you're somewhere up here now, facing that way. There's about eight void units between you diagonally.
Okay.
How do you delete these? Oh, there we go. Select. Okay. Yeah, so you moved 4 over, to the left. You were kind of right here, and you went up and over. And they had flown past you and are now flying in that direction.
So yeah, we can get behind them if they fly. Keep going straight, we can get behind them. Or if they turn towards us, then
Okay.
we can do something else.
So who else gone? It was Brad.
I think
Everybody but
Eric's
me.
the only
Okay.
one. Can we fire any weapons at 8 void units?
Yeah. I mean, you have a
Okay.
-60 to your ballistic skill, though, because of the evasive maneuvers from... Or no, the evasive maneuvers are gone, right?
Yeah.
So you have just the -20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna do What is our detection of our ship?
That's
Sorry,
a great
cool.
Our
question.
detection stat is 15.
All right. I'm gonna do a focused augury.
All right.
Alright. Okay, cool. Focus.
So
Scrutiny
That's-
plus 15.
plus so 15. Okay.
I don't know if you have any other modifiers from the actions you guys took, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Hey!
Hey, exactly what we needed.
Nice. All right.
I wish I could train scrutiny.
Just what I needed.
You're not trained in scrutiny?
No
Oh. What does it use?
perception.
That makes sense.
I wonder why mine sucks then.
Probably not trained in it, so it's a half.
Yeah.
Half each.
So
Okay.
I get all essential components except a scan reveals a number of components aboard the ship. A basic success is all essential components except augury arrays and void shields. So what are whatever essential components they have?
Okay. So, yeah, you get
Write these down, Ashley.
you get some very confusing signals back. The none of this looks familiar to you or the ship's database. It's very, very alien. What you can tell from it though is like it's very seems like technologies is more like components to, like, they're mechanical and electrical, but not like you don't detect anything to do with life support.
Okay.
But there doesn't seem to be anything that's targetable, but also like no. Yeah.
Okay.
Just things are completely alien to the Imperium. What is this wreck breed? Is it like a combat trainer?
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any hatches, any way to get onto the ship. It looks very solid, one-piece construction.
So
Okay.
we can't board if we wanted to. Okay. Well, we'd have to teleport if we wanted to board. And it wasn't supporting life support?
Yeah, you didn't see any kind of the standard life support elements that you would normally see on a Imperial ship. There
So
doesn't
Phil,
seem to be-
if you do a hit and run tactic, we don't. I mean, we're just sending troops onto their ship, right? And then they're just lost forever.
That's the Imperium.
Okay. Okay. Well, actually, do you have a command?
I
Are you
do, I
trained in
believe.
command?
Well,
Okay.
we can use the
Life is
murder
the
servers for hitting.
Yeah, I'm training command.
Look.
Okay.
Let's not waste valuable murder servers. Let's just send the crew.
We can always replenish them. There's a bunch down on the planet. We can just do that.
Yeah.
Life is the Emperor's currency. Spend it well.
Okay, it's your turn, Phil.
Oh, right, sorry. Not used to this, like...
Role playing.
Well, you're not used to it, but you're outmaneuvering us on the battlefield, so you've been doing pretty good for yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that good? I haven't used this machine before. I think
I've never
did
shot
I just
this
do
before
Did
in
I
my
break it?
life.
Is that bad?
Beginner's luck.
Uh-huh.
You gonna play left-handed all night?
Alright, so... I'm gonna try and do... over here...
So what does the hit and run do? It puts stuff inside the ship? What?
Yes, we want to do that.
Are you applying any negatives to him?
No.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I don't know if I like that. Where's my ship?
Okay. Um... Sorry, this is... Oh, I'm in a whole different... chapter. That's the problem.
That seems like an unwise place to be. Well, Phil's looking that up. The cat went into my fish tank last night,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
right through the glass lid.
Oh no.
Man.
Oh
He
yeah,
has a thing
Oh,
for
yeah.
breaking glass.
that cat is a calamity.
Just thankful that he didn't hurt his foot and the fish are still alive. So
I mean, I'm thankful for one of those things.
you're thankful for one of those? Excuse me? But yeah. Needless to say, he hasn't been near the fish tank. I think he learned his lesson, but yes.
That cat's got one gray brain cell. He hasn't learned shit.
So, does he get any negatives? Did you didn't do
No,
evasive?
no negative.
maneuver.
I did the evasive. No, I didn't do evasive maneuvers.
No,
I
you
just
did the-
came up to a new heading.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so he ends up going about 10 units forward and then turning 90 degrees back towards you. So essentially he like moves you all in relation. He's like kind of way over here and then can't rotate this, can I?
And then he turns towards us?
Yeah, so he's facing in that direction now.
You want me to buy like a copy of Battlefleet Gothic so you can put it in creative mode and you can just map this out? Is there like a scenario? I can't remember, Paul. Is there like a scenario builder for that? That might actually work really well.
I just played the campaign, so I don't know.
I play the campaign in spurts until I get frustrated and give up. Finished that game in 10 years.
Weirdly, I can't delete that other. He's facing towards you though. He takes a shot at you.
From 10 away?
Yeah, I mean he gets negatives because he's
Okay.
it's double the
Okay.
it's long distance essentially.
I'm downtown.
But he does connect. So
My
these
ship.
are. So. Oh, that's weird. He just connects with one battery.
How many hits?
Rolling that right now. Just the one battery.
Yeah,
So,
but how many successes?
I gotta roll so now I roll the damage, right? Well, you have a.
We have
Void
shields,
shield.
so that's why I want to know how many successes he has.
How many void shields do you have?
Looks like
One.
we have one shield.
One. Okay. So the 3 successes.
Okay, so we take 2 hits.
Alright, so.
Playing third edition is really paying off for you right now, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah.
Good old void shields.
Alright. So there's 13 damage coming your way.
13.
So our armor soaks it all.
Does it? Where's our?
Yep.
Oh yeah, armor 18. Okay.
18 armor.
Beautiful.
He's done.
Somehow Drex's body absorbs the ability.
Alright, get us closer, please.
I'm gonna hit him with my sword.
I think it probably adjust bearing. so he can move a little bit, turn, and then move the remainder straight towards him.
Yeah, it works for me.
All right, I'll roll my aid the machine spirit to give you a bonus on that roll.
And I don't take any negatives.
Well, is
so-
there a better action though? Like, can
For
we
me?
hit and run? Yeah, like. I mean, I love your +5, but that's only +5,
Or
right?
10. I gave her +10 last turn.
Yeah.
Shoot the guns. Shoot all the guns.
But she could do it with a standard move. She could do a standard move which takes no roll. We could turn 45 degrees, and we could do a half move, or we could do a full move, and then we'd be at close range.
We can do that. And then Paul can use his ability to something else.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we don't have to do, like, evasive maneuvers because we can just turn and roll up on these guys.
I want to do aggressive maneuvers.
Can two people do the same action, Phil, or they have to be different actions?
That's a good question. I think actions. Each ship receives one strategic turn.
Oh, weapons may only be fired once per strategic turn.
So,
Right.
what's this jam communications? Would that be of any use?
I mean, there's nobody else out here.
No.
No, that wouldn't be any use.
Oh yeah, because you can do one shooting action, one maneuver action, and then any. I think any extended actions.
So, alright, let me ask you about some cheese right now, Phil. Just, let's say we want Paul's action to be a standard move.
Mm-hmm.
And we do the move, and then we have Ashley's action be hit and run. Can he do that, even though he's not the pilot? How does that work?
Standard action, a move will happen no matter what, and you don't have to roll for it. So like you don't have to put somebody on like the standard move.
Oh.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So we can just
If you want
say
to
that.
maneuver anything other than straightforward and a 90-degree turn left or right, then you need to have somebody do a pilot check. Which if he doesn't, it's an advanced skill, so you need somebody with a pilot skill to maneuver the ship.
Oh.
Or the crew will do it.
Okay, so then technically I couldn't do the last skill that I did because I'm not trained in scrutiny.
Do you have to be trained in scrutiny?
Well, scrutiny is not a advanced skill.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No, that's a basic skill. So you can do it untrained. It's like half your ability score. So it's usually not great.
Okay. So if we moved 8 forward, we turned 90, we'd still be how far away are we side to side right now?
Oh, if you move down,
Yeah, if we move straight 8.
You'd be
Because we have
six.
to turn at the end of our move, right?
yeah, you would be 6 away.
I think I need to be 5.
Yeah, we need to be 5. So
That's
actually you
close enough.
probably do need to do a maneuver. So go ahead, Paul. Give her some bonuses.
Okay.
Adjust bearing, would that be the best one to use for this?
I think so.
Okay. So yeah, let's do that then. I'll wait till 2 degrees of success.
You get +10,
I get plus 10.
so you get +30 in total.
Cool. So where'd it go? Charm. Spacecraft. There it is. So plus 30.
Well, and plus the ship's maneuverability.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
factoring that in.
Oh,
I
you
get
factored that in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's plus 30. Sorry.
What?
Oh no.
Fate.
Yep.
You have fate left?
Oh wait, it uses a fate. Roll again with fate. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fate
Oh.
again.
That's my
you can.
last fate.
Can you do it?
Oh,
Logan?
you can only do it once. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Dang it. At least it's 0 degrees of failure, so it's not horrible.
So
Um,
you get the standard move if you
fucked.
you get the standard move if you fail. So you'll still move either half or full speed forward and make a 90.
Dang, I
8,
rolled
please.
really high or something.
Actually, quite impressive, actually.
It was like, it was
27.
fate. It's like, I literally, it was
What?
fate that I got that twice. Well, I feel like I wasted a fate roll.
So you're moving down
Yep.
almost parallel with them. You're like one
Yep.
one space up from them.
Dang it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna clear. God.
Knew my good rolls were coming to.
So
I think
you're. I always pick the shape one. There and there. There.
Yep, they're there. Okay, cool. All right, Brad, what are you doing? I'm gonna shoot.
What's that?
I'm gonna shoot. So if you want to give me a bonus,
Yeah, I will. I'll yell, "Put your backs into it." Roll my charm. Yay! 3 degrees of success. That's a double barrel.
Okay.
Get some. Get some.
So, all right. So then I would get plus 15 to my ballistic skill, but minus 20, so minus 5
What's the minus 24?
because we're long range.
It's minus 10. Long range.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. So I get plus 15 per shot, minus 10, so I'm at plus 5. And then I'm doing both together.
Alright.
First shot.
Whoa.
Hey! Kablam!
Second shot.
There we go.
Kaboom!
8 degrees of success.
Alright, I think you're maxed out on one of those because of strength.
Yeah, well, you gotta subtract their shields, but yes, my max is 4. But
Yeah, and then the shields. So
they're combined, right? Because you said it's a battery. I guess. Let me read the battery shit. Where's the
Yeah,
battery shit at?
not worded very well.
Where's it at? What page?
It is. Oh, what page is it? Weapons and shooting. Okay, there. I think it's on page 219.
219.
No, it's well, 219 into 220.
Okay. Where I don't see them talking about batteries.
It's on page 220. It's like the first or the second full paragraph.
Okay, if a ship fires multiple macro batteries at a single target before rolling to hit, determine the damage total for each micro battery. The characters directing the fire's option of adding the totals together and applying the new larger total to the target ship once, rather than applying each damage result separately. So I have the option of doing that. So
Yeah.
technically, I could say I don't want to do that because what's their shield, Phil? Is it more than one?
I don't know that you've hit them yet.
Oh,
Right.
okay. But I did though.
Oh, you did. With
Yeah, I got 8. Well, I have one shot of 5 degrees of success and one shot of 3 degrees of success. I have the option of adding them together.
yeah, that's the question I asked you first. Was there? Are you
Okay.
shooting the batteries together, like as one shot?
I believe that's
did.
what he said in the beginning when he was
Okay.
firing it.
But
Yeah.
if you read the sentence, it tells me I have the option of adding the totals together. Like I
Yeah.
don't have.
No, you
So-
can shoot them separately, but you choose that before you roll to hit.
Yeah. and
Okay.
He, believe
All right, I did.
Yeah, because I remember him saying he's using them both together.
Yeah, because like if you shoot two separate shots, let's say, and you hit 3 with each, right? You'd still hit 3. You have 6 total hits, but you wouldn't crit with either of them because your crit rating's 4. But if you put them all
Yeah.
together and you get 6 hits, now you've crit. So that's where like
Okay.
the micro battery you can kind of crit fish with it. Like you only get 1 crit, but you're trying to like hedge that you're gonna definitely get that crit.
Okay, I have 8 degrees of success.
Okay. Okay, so -1 for the void shield.
7 degrees of success.
And then, oh, actually,
4 max strength, so I have 4 hits.
so well 4. Yeah, I mean if you do the hits, so you have 7 total hits, right? 4 for
Yes.
the first one.
Well, no,
and
that's combined.
4 Oh yeah, you have 8 for total, right?
8 for
Yeah.
total, -1, 7 for total. I can only do 4, so I have 4 hits.
No, you can only do 4 per. So like the grand when you combine them, now you've done.
Oh! Okay. So you're saying I have 7, so on my first shot I can apply 4, and on my second shot it's 3.
Yeah.
Is that? Wow, okay. Alright, so my first shot is rolling 4d10 /R, right? 4d10 plus 16.
Yeah.
Do I gotta do equals or something?
No, I think just enter.
/R space? Or
Oh, /R space.
okay.
Yeah, then 4d10 plus 16 all
16.
one.
44 damage.
That's from the first one.
Yep, and that's a critical hit.
Well, and now roll the other damage. It's all the damage together. It's like you're hitting him with one massive
Oh,
barrage.
okay.
Yeah.
So then this would be 3d10 plus 12.
So it's 74.
74 with a crit.
Good night.
Yeah, I hope this blows them up.
So then if we crit, God, this is okay, so the void shields, okay, so then we rolled. It's important to note that the void shields just hits functions. Okay, so yeah, 74. So then I subtract their armor.
Yep.
So it's, oh yeah. You just disintegrate this ship.
Wanted to roll the critical table!
Yeah, I guess I mean roll on it. You
It's fine, it doesn't matter.
yeah. What would it be? So you just roll.
A D. Well, I have no idea.
It's a critical hit work.
It just says the following is the critical hit chart for ships and should be used when a attack roll has met its critical rating or when a critical ship takes damage. Some critical hits require the attacker to know about components on the ship. The attacker can know what components their target has in one of 2 ways: through a scan or if they use it. And can target with a critical hit. I don't understand how critical hits work.
I know, like I've read this. I feel like 4 or 5 different times, and I still can't quite understand.
Alright, it says, alright, so above it says, when firing a weapon, if the character rolls a number of successes equal to the crit rating, the shot has caused a critical hit. If the shot does not do any damage to hull integrity, inflict 1 automatic point of damage. Then roll 1d5 on the critical chart and apply the result to the target. If 2 or more micro competitors are combined, even if all the cause critical hits, they can only do 1. So technically I would roll 1d5.
Okay, but then also, if they're dropped to 0... Okay.
which means they would have their sensors damaged. Which makes them shoot worse. They have minus 30 to all shooting.
Oh, yeah. Well, it says when a crippled ship takes... So they would have dropped to 0, right?
Yep.
So then when a crippled ship takes damage past its armor, it takes a critical hit. Compare the value of the damage that exceeded the armor to the critical hit chart. And it suffers that amount. So I think what you surpassed the hull damage on is what you would land on the chart.
Okay. Which
Um,
is that more than 11?
Yeah, I guess I don't know what space Hulk and plasma drive explosion. How do you get those? It is more than 11.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So roll a d10.
Oh, roll a d10? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. 9.
All right. So you roll another d10.
1.
Oh, that's a good roll. So,
Oh god, because their plasma drive was gonna blow up.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh shit!
So, fortunately, you're far enough away, but you watched.
Oh, because we're 2 spaces away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're 6
You're-
spaces
Yeah,
away.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could have been bad.
All right.
Wow.
Well, that's where we'll leave it tonight.
There we go.
Dang.
Yeah,
We got
Yeah.
some good weapons on our ship, man. We're one hit critting,
Yeah.
destroying people.
TMF when ready.
In the distance, you can see the Prometheum refinery. It doesn't seem like anyone else is coming your way at this point. So yeah, we'll leave it at that and see what happens next time.
Sweet.
Hell of a shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yep. So the reactor blew up, chips vaporized.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I think you overdid it by quite a bit.
A little overkill, but it's okay.
Alright, I will try to have at least a grid for them. I think what I was struggling with is like, since I had to build these out as items, I can't just drop ship tokens out there. So I need to like, I guess we could use the player tokens, but I don't have the grid set up, so
Mhm.
I'll try to just get something for next time, so you have a visual.
Just something visual, because like we're having to like make precision turns in distance that we move, right? Like it's hard to keep that all in our brains.
Yeah. Well, that's why I kind of did one ship this time too. Is try it out.
Yeah,
too.
could you imagine if there were 2 ships fighting us at
Oh,
once?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Right.
like, where are we in relation to that one? Okay, where are we in relation to that one? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have like a little grid piece of paper, so I know where everything is, but it so it would make it easier for you guys if you.
well,
could
yeah,
see
it makes it hard for us to decide what actions we want to do, right? If we don't know the positioning.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll try to give it to you verbally, but I get it. I got a couple weeks before we play again, so
Oh yeah.
we'll set up some kind of crayon drawing that should be able to conscript some toddlers to scribble something together. But yeah, I will give everyone another 300 experience points for that.
Sweet.
Sweet.
And then, yeah, we'll be back on the 24th. So, I don't know. What do you guys think of Space Combat?
Cool.
I like it.
Once.
I mean, it's a little clunky.
Yeah.
But because I think we haven't done it in a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Or ever.
well,
No, we did it one
training,
time before, right?
yeah, we did once.
but it wasn't like a full round
Yeah.
of like
No,
combat,
I
like,
think we
to the
got
death.
shot at and then we left. Like I don't think.
I'll be honest,
we
I
didn't do any
zoned
action.
out a little bit while we were figuring out rules, but it was cool.
Yeah.
No, but I thought in the one shot, didn't we have a space
Yeah,
combat
we
in the
did
one
have one
shot?
in the one shot.
Oh, did
Oh,
we?
yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
remember.
Yeah,
We did.
we did.
Yeah, we did. We had one combat. No, it was simple. I think we had less choices to make,
did.
but we had a combat.
Oh, yeah.
The choices we had were simplified, and I feel like I was a little bit more clear on what we could do. Whereas in the main modular, there's so much more, and they worded it a little differently that it seemed a little bit more clunky.
Yeah. It
I think the
um
problem here was this was all written by British people.
I don't
was
know.
and poorly edited, mind you. I mean, even that like critical hit description is like there's extra thes in there. There's like it's just maddening. Like I don't
It was edited by the BBC.
like I don't know what happened between Fantasy Flight and Games Workshop, but I don't think it went well.
It's fantasy flight. It's not science fiction flight. That's where the problem.
Right.
I mean, obviously they parted ways for the future editions, I think, so
It might be better.
Yeah,
Boy,
maybe.
alright.
Yeah, because there's I haven't looked up what like Dark Heresy or what's the other one? It's Dark Heresy and I think that one's more popular.
Yeah. There's something about Death Watch, I think.
Oh, Deathwatch, yeah.
Have you guys seen much about the new Rogue Trader game coming up?
Snippets of it. It looks really cool.
Hold my Baldur's Gate. Watch this.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting. So Dark Heresies, your acolytes for an Inquisitor.
So we're all dead.
Just how many people are you taking with you?
That's
You're
the-
right.
That's what the game determines.
1, little 2, little 3, little Terminatus.
And the Deathwatch, what is that?
Isn't the motto of the Inquisition like there is no such thing as innocence, only varying degrees of guilt?
Sounds about right.
Oh, Deathwatch is you play as Space Marine? I don't know how that works. Like, how do you roleplay play as
Yes.
Space Marine?
Yeah, you're
Sure,
basically
but-
on like a kill team where you're just exterminating Xenos. Like it's
Yeah,
basically
you're-
just combat.
It's like,
It's more combat oriented, I would imagine, than RP.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Yeah.
a ton of RP with it. It's mainly just a big dungeon crawl.
yeah.
I want to RP an entire Dreadnought team where we're just yelling at each other inside our suits.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Good fun.
So we'll see if there's more space fighting in space in 2 weeks, or land fights. Which I'm 50 away from upping my agility. Which if we're gonna have more space fights, my agility I probably should upgrade.
Can we train in real life to increase our scores? Like, can I do a jump counter for Ashley until she gets agility? Like in Morrowind, you just got to keep leveling the skill by doing it.
Yeah.
Do what
Jump.
to increase agility?
Agile things. What do you want to do? Jump, roll.
Annoy your cat at least 20 times in a day without being
done.
scratched.
Without being scratched, he said.
All
Yeah.
that done.
Show me your forearms right now and tell me you don't have gouges in them.
I didn't get scratched today, and I've annoyed him at least a dozen. You know how many times I pick him up and how many times I disturb him?
Oh, that's annoying him. That's getting scratched. You don't.
No.
I warn you, no points. And may God have mercy on your cat.
I am not getting annoyed, so yeah. I bug him all the time. So, yeah. Done. So, All right, so I guess we'll sign off and see everyone in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Bye.